Here's something that happens to men all the time. A woman is interested in them, and they completely miss it. She's sending signals, creating opportunities, doing everything short of holding up a sign that says, "I like you." And he walks away thinking she was just being friendly. At the same time, other men make the opposite mistake. They see attraction everywhere. Every smile feels like an invitation. Every laugh feels like a green light. They misread politeness as interest and end up embarrassing themselves or worse, making women uncomfortable. The problem isn't that attraction signals are impossible to read. The problem is that most men were never taught what to look for. They're trying to decode a language they never learned. Today, that changes. I end this video. I'm going to walk you through the observable, consistent patterns women display when they're genuinely attracted to someone. Not theories. Not guesses. Real behaviors rooted in psychology and biology, patterns that show up across cultures and contexts. By the end, you'll know what to look for. And more importantly, why these signals mean what they mean. Point one of the first things that happens when attraction kicks in is a change in self-presentation. This is usually unconscious. She's not thinking, "I need to impress him." Her brain simply recognizes someone she's attracted to, and her body responds. She might touch or adjust her hair. This is one of the most documented attraction signals in behavioral research. Hair touching draws attention to appearance, calms nerves, and subtly signals interest. She may adjust her clothes, straighten her posture, smooth her dress, or check her reflection. Her body often angles toward you. She positions herself so you can see her face clearly. The key isn't the behavior itself. It's the change in behavior around you. Attraction doesn't look the same in every woman. Some become nervous. Others become confident. Both are attraction responses. Nervous attraction shows up as fidgeting, playing with jewelry, touching the neck or face, laughing more than usual, or struggling with eye contact. She's nervous because she cares. A confident attraction looks different. Longer eye contact, playful teasing, open body language, relaxed energy. Some women even shift between both, bold one moment, shy the next. That hot and cold pattern isn't mixed signals. It's attraction she's trying to manage. Often, the clearest signal doesn't come from her. It comes from her friends. Women talk. If she's interested in you, her friends usually know. They may glance at you, whisper, smile, or suddenly create space for the two of you. They might ask you questions, not randomly but to vet you. If her friends are facilitating instead of blocking, that's rarely accidental. When someone is attracted, they want to know you. Not surface-level talk, real curiosity. She asks follow-up questions. She remembers details. She brings up things you mentioned weeks ago. People don't remember details about people they're indifferent to. Attention is currency, and she's spending it on you. When people feel connected, they unconsciously mirror each other. Posture, gestures, energy, speech patterns. If you lean forward, she leans forward.
If you slow down, she slows down.
Mirroring signals subconscious alignment. It's the brain saying, "I'm with you." Interested people don't want interactions to end. She keeps the conversation alive. Introduces new topics. Stays longer than necessary. She reopens conversations that could have ended. In text, she asks questions. She responds with substance. She sometimes initiates.
Disinterest lets conversations die.
Interest keeps them breathing. Generic compliments mean little. Specific compliments mean attention. Playful teasing is often attraction in disguise. Women don't tease men they're indifferent to. Attraction often escalates through subtle touch. A hand on your arm. A playful nudge. Sitting close and not pulling away. These touches test comfort, build chemistry, and communicate interest without words. The signal isn't just touch. It's increasing touch. This matters more than anything else. Single behaviors mean nothing. Patterns mean everything. One signal can be coincidence. Clusters are information. Look for consistency across time. Some women are naturally warm. Others are reserved. What matters is deviation from their baseline, not someone else's. Context matters. Environment matters. Culture matters. Always compare behavior to how she treats others. Attraction pulls people closer. She maintains proximity, angles toward you, holds eye contact longer, or looks away, then back again. Eyes reveal attention before words ever do. When assessing attraction, look for self-presentation shifts, behavioral changes, friend signals, curiosity, mirroring, conversation investment, specific compliments, physical touch, eye contact,
Proximity.
no single signal confirms attraction. But when multiple appear consistently, the message is clear. Understanding attraction signals isn't about manipulation. It's about awareness. So you don't miss real interest. And don't project interest where it doesn't exist. The best way to see attraction clearly is to become the kind of man who naturally generates it. Grounded, confident, present, authentic. When you're that man, signals won't be subtle. They'll be obvious. Now that you understand how attraction signals actually work, we need to talk about something just as important: what you do after you recognize interest. Because reading attraction correctly is only half the skill. Responding to it properly is what separates confident men from confused ones. Most men fail here, not because they didn't see the signal, but because they panicked once they did. When a man realizes a woman might be interested, one of two things usually happens. He freezes, or he rushes. Freezing looks like hesitation,
Second-guessing.
waiting too long. Rushing looks like oversharing, overtexting, escalating too fast. Both come from the same place.
Fear.
Fear of doing the wrong thing. Fear of losing the opportunity. Fear of rejection. And fear kills presence. Here's the truth. Attraction grows in environments that feel emotionally regulated. Not chaotic. Not desperate. Not pressured. When you respond to interest calmly, you communicate something powerful. I'm comfortable with desire. I don't panic around it. That alone is attractive. Point. One of the biggest mistakes men make is treating attraction signals like rewards. She laughs, you invest more. She touches your arm, you speed up. She texts fast, you double text. This flips the dynamic. Interest should be met with reciprocity, not escalation. When you suddenly increase effort, attention, or emotional intensity, you create imbalance. Attraction thrives on balance. The correct response to attraction is simple. Match her energy. If she asks questions, you ask back. If she teases, you tease lightly. If she leans in, you hold space. You don't need to do more. You just need to stay in sync. Men who multiply energy create pressure. Men who match energy create flow. Chasing feels logical. She's interested. I should act now. But attraction isn't a window that slams shut. It's a rhythm. When you chase, you interrupt that rhythm. You move faster than the emotional pace allows. And speed without alignment creates resistance. Interest isn't a green light to perform. It's an invitation to co-create. If you talk too much, explain too much, plan too much, you turn a shared experience into a presentation. Let silence breathe. Let moments linger. Space allows attraction to expand. Another mistake men make after noticing interest is seeking reassurance. Are you into me? Do you like me? So, where do we stand? These questions come from anxiety, not confidence. Attraction doesn't need verbal confirmation. It reveals itself through behavior. When you ask for confirmation, you signal doubt. Confidence trusts observation. Many men think attraction is about dominance or boldness. It's not. It's about emotional safety combined with direction. A woman feels attracted when she feels
Seen.
unpressured, emotionally steady around you. Confidence without comfort feels threatening. Comfort without confidence feels boring. The balance is calm leadership. Leadership doesn't mean pushing. It means making suggestions, taking initiative, being decisive without attachment. Let's grab coffee.
Not.
Please tell me if that's okay. Certainty is attractive. Neediness is not. Here's a subtle killer of attraction. Explaining yourself too much. Why you texted late. Why you said something. Why you feel the way you do. Explanations signal insecurity. Grounded men don't justify their existence. They let actions speak. Attraction deepens when movement is mutual. If you're always initiating, escalating, texting, planning, you remove her opportunity to invest. Investment creates attachment. Space allows investment. When a woman is interested, she may test you. Not maliciously. Subconsciously. She may disagree lightly. Delay responses. Pull back briefly. This isn't rejection. It's curiosity. She's watching how you respond. Do you stay calm? Or do you panic? Men who pass tests don't react emotionally. They remain steady. Nothing signals strength like emotional regulation. When you don't get reactive, when you don't overcorrect, when you don't seek reassurance, you communicate abundance, not arrogance. Security. Attraction isn't built through volume. It's built through impact. A short, confident message beats a long explanation. A calm smile beats forced charm. Presence beats performance. The moment attraction becomes the goal, you lose it, because goals create pressure. Connection thrives in openness. Enjoy the interaction, not the outcome. Men often ask, when should I make a move? The answer isn't time-based. It's energy-based. When eye contact is easy, conversation flows, touch feels natural, she stays present. That's your moment. Not because it's guaranteed, but because it's aligned. Even perfect reads don't guarantee outcomes. Attraction is mutual, or it's nothing. If you respond well, and she still pulls away, that's clarity, not loss. Rejection handled calmly increases respect. Confident men don't chase signals. They notice them, respond naturally, and let things unfold. Insecure men obsess. They analyze every look, every text, every pause. Attraction doesn't require obsession. It requires attention without attachment. Here's the paradox. The men who are best at reading attraction don't need to, because they generate it consistently.
How?
By building a life they enjoy, developing real confidence, being socially present, valuing themselves. Signals become obvious when you're that man. Attraction isn't a puzzle to solve. It's a response to how someone feels around you. When you're calm, grounded, authentic, interest doesn't hide. It shows itself. And when it does, you won't panic. You'll simply meet it with presence.